Hello and welcome once again. I'm Steel Walrus. You are awesome, and today we're picking up again on Painful Omens, one of the last missions in the original series storyline for Star Trek Online.
We've arrived near Deep Space K-13, Captain. This is odd. I'm not picking up any comm traffic. No signals, nothing at all from K-13 or the other ships in system.
That is pretty mysterious. We should definitely check it out.
Detecting enemy vessels or warp signatures. No signs of combat either. This is peculiar. I'm not sure what to make of it.
Alright, prepare for approach. So folks, if you're enjoying this series, be sure to like and comment. That way I know I need to keep it going on my channel. Because ultimately, that's what I'm doing this for, is to entertain folks. Alright, let's see if we can turn around on this one and... There they go. Disable that target. Myrmidon is next. That's what I like to do. I like to hit that to get a little extra maneuverability in there. Get my guns online, get my torpedoes online, especially. And then go back into a broadside. It's what I love about cruisers. Cruisers are very good for just putting on a tremendous amount of damage from a range.
Those were the Starfleet ships assigned to patrol this sector. I don't think that was a war game or training sim. Their weapons were at full power.
Stay away! They're taking control! Don't come near us! They'll take you too! This station came from the station!
Oh man.
Message from Starfleet Command, Captain. We're to investigate the situation immediately.
Now let's go in and get a scan on it.
No signs of combat on board the station, Captain. No hostile life form readings either. Everything's quiet.
Something's not right.
Sensors are picking up a number of life signs over there, but I'm not reading any unusual activity. All of the station systems seem to be functioning normally. Think we should beam over and have a look around?
Yeah, let's get a landing party together and get ready to go on.
I don't like this. No one's at their duty stations. Not even the transporter operator. Station's not on alert. What's happening? Tricorder's picking up a life sign nearby. Looks like they're in sickbay just across the hall. Blast points on the wall are from phaser fire. There was a fight here. But with whom? No sign of Klingon or Romulan weapon fire. Just Federation.
The lights have all been dimmed, but it looks like sickbay's still operational. Over to the right.
Someone was expecting a fight. Against whom or what? I have no idea. Captain, I think I saw motion in that room to the left.
Stop where you are and turn about slowly. I need to determine if you are infected. Neural parasites. A life form last encountered by the crew
really
of the
leaning in on
Enterprise
the
and then of a
soundtrack here.
colony. Those possessed by the creatures tend to engage in hostilities with the uninfected. The better to render them fit for infestation. To Met, and while you have not engaged in hostilities thus far, I have seen infected employ false passivity in order to lure unwary prey. A tricorder scan of your adrenaline levels should verify your status. Scans show a slightly elevated level of adrenaline, though nowhere near that of an infected life form. Thank you for your patience. One can never be too cautious where these parasites are concerned.
Is this like a Naked Now type situation, or?
They are a life form that propagates by infiltrating the nervous system of a host creature. Through this neural link, they can compel their host to obey their bidding. They can also inflict extreme pain upon the host at will, and do so to discourage attempts at resistance. While effective, this punishment can lead to permanent neurological damage or death. At this time, most of the station personnel have become infected. While there is a possibility of uninfected survivors, I must warn that it is remote.
Recommendations?
According to Starfleet data files, the parasites can be safely destroyed by exposure to high-intensity ultraviolet light. My attempts at reconfiguring the station's lighting thus far have been unsuccessful. I am a physician, not a habitat engineer. As a precaution, I have developed a serum that can render a person toxic to the creatures. However, medical supplies here are limited. I have enough serum to inoculate your landing party and one other person.
Perhaps we can find someone else via the comm system.
Now there's a voice I wasn't expecting. I take it you heard my
Hey,
distress
Scotty.
call. Well, in case you haven't noticed, the station's been overrun by neural parasites. The wee devils are back with a vengeance. I'm afraid not. I'm in the auxiliary control room, down on the engineering deck. The place is filthy with parasites, so you'll understand if I don't go out for a wee jaunt.
I have secured a small amount of security gear. It may give you another edge against the parasites.
Excellent. Take the security gear. Take all.
Equip your bridge officers by selecting them, then double-click an item in your inventory to have them equip it.
So,
If we pass through the mess hall, we can access a turbo lift to reach engineering. Whenever you are ready.
I'm not convinced that's how that works. There's another way to do this that is much more... Press key, or K. You click on the dude that you want to put the stuff on. Okay, there. You click on this dude and you go, "Hey, Scavron, wear the thing." And he's like, "Yeah, I'll wear the thing." And you're like, "Hey, Tarzi, wear the thing." She's like, "Yeah, I'll wear the thing." She wears the thing. And I go back over here to Georgine and I go, "Hey, wear the thing." And, Type 1 phaser. Interesting. I'm going to replace my hand phaser with that. Make sure Gavrin's got phaser rifle. Tarsi's got a Type 3, because the Type 3 is more Type 3-ish. More retro and cool. Gavrin, how you doing? Georgine, you're good. Everybody's got what they need, and this is above my, literally above my pay grade. Alright. Let's kick it. Go into the lounge here.
These crew members, they're all infected by the parasites. Be careful.
Ow. Oh, that's probably the, Let's
The
see.
creatures continue to be resistant to tricorder scans, sir.
Yeah.
It may be fascinating. I'm detecting an unusually high level of tachyons nearby.
Interesting.
Based on these readings, it is possible that a temporal event has occurred on the station within the last 4.2 hours.
Fascinating indeed. Temporal event. I wonder if it could be connected to any of the other chicanery we've been dealing with. Ow. Here's a wild idea. What if you didn't? Who dat? Oh, it's Hunter. Hunter, who looks strangely familiar. I think he was on the landing party with us on the first mission.
The auxiliary control station is down the hall to our right. I'm reading a single human life form within the room. The biosigns match those of Commander Scott in the Starfleet medical database.
I'll keep him waiting then.
Someone must have raised the security field to
It's
cut off
been
the auxiliary engineering
erected.
section from the rest of this deck.
Ah, it's Lieutenant Commander Scott.
I was beginning to get a bit concerned. Thought you might have been taken by those little beasties. I'll just lock the door so none of them can get
The
in.
little
while we
beasties.
discuss our next course of action. Now that you're here, we've some work to do. The way I see it, we need to get to main engineering and turn on the station's ultraviolet lighting. That'll sort the nasty bugs out properly.
While I cannot attest to the ability of UV light to sort Deniven parasites, it will initiate a complete molecular breakdown within all parasites exposed to it.
Aye, she's a Vulcan, all right. I was trying to override the lighting controls from here. It looks like someone sabotaged several duotronal relays. We have to repair them if we're going to have any chance of saving the station. Before we go, grab yourself a kit from the crate there. It might come in handy.
Alright, take the kit.
Equip a kit to gain new ground combat abilities.
Awesome, and now...
This is one of the broken
the
relays
grenade.
right here.
Ho ho ho. What?
That one was easy. Just a few more to go.
Oh, he's already out and about. Eating a
All
bait.
right, there are several ways through the engineering section here. Keep in mind that the parasites tend to stay in dark corners. If you want to avoid them, do your best to stay in the mid areas.
Thank you for a reminder. I am in combat right now.
So remember, the parasites
Oh!
like we devils that they are.
It's the pizza parasite.
Our odds of success are greatest if we remain in well-lit areas.
Oh no! Ah. Here we're supposed to be going over here then. Well, that's mighty bright.
I'll have this fixed up straight away.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking for these.
That takes care of that. No trouble at all.
Well, we just walked in and was like, I'm gonna chill here. Don't worry about it. this area is kind of like a maze.
This one just needs new fuses. There we are. Good as new. Now this may be a bit tricky.
Not loving the screams coming from beyond the door.
Just a wee bit longer. There we are.
Go to main engineering. Alright, so I guess we follow this down here. Alright. Interesting how the warp core in or main engineering in this looks like the main engineering in every other Federation vessel. So something to be said for standardization,
It looks
I
like someone has
suppose.
overridden the command codes. You'd best get to the command center and see what you can do from there. I'll stay here, barricade the door, and keep trying to get those UV lights going.
Yes, we should go through this notoriously dark Jeffries tube. It worked though.
Look, who are those soldiers?
Oh, those
They're
are
definitely not
motherfuckers.
Starfleet.
Da, 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 da. That is one thing I wish.
Get the lights while the commander's down.
Where light though? Oh, their light. You know, I may keep recording this no matter what, because it gives me an excuse to play it. Thing is, I need room in my main drive for proxy videos. Basically, it's the way Camtasia edits stuff.
Parasites.
Kind of
They're
stupid,
dying.
but it works.
All of them.
With really good software.
Salvage what you can and send a squad to kill the Federation vermin.
Oh, that's a fart monster. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna shoot it in the fucking face though. Xenos scum. I mean, I'm gonna liberate it and give it democracy because it's our fellow brother in being sapient.
Actually, the name's Daniels.
You don't
This
say.
may be a little difficult to absorb, but recent events may make it more plausible. I'm actually from the future. I can't tell you how far. Just that it's a future worth protecting. That's why I'm here now. The aliens we're fighting are called the Nakul, and they're waging a temporal Cold War with us. They're trying to change the timeline here in order to disrupt the future. Understand that I follow a temporal version of the Prime Directive. There's only so much I can reveal to you. Trust that we're doing the right thing here. I can't tell you how far. Just that it's a future worth protecting.
Okay. So, yeah, that's Daniels from the old Enterprise series. And this is where we get into kind of the main storyline of Star Trek Online.
Time's a factor. We need to stop the Nakul from obtaining the neural parasites. The Nakul ship that brought these invaders is now fighting the USS Ptolemy. Someone must have sent a distress call. Unfortunately, Ptolemy is no match for the Nakul. Neither is your ship, at least not alone. We should eliminate the parasites on the ships you fought earlier. Those crews will help you once their minds are their own again. It's risky, but it's our best shot here.
All right.
We can return to the ship on your orders.
Right, beam me up, Tarsi. Which, beam me up, Scotty was never a thing said in the series. It just became a thing, kind of like Luke, I am your father, because he says, no, I am your father in Star Wars. Also, I've got a new grip strength thing, and it's pretty grippy, pretty strengthy. Nice. Making my arms nice and strong. But you gotta do so. If you're at your desk a lot, you gotta find something to keep a little workout going. Let's see, we're at 24 minutes on the recording.
The Ptolemy is holding the Nakul.
We'll probably finish this episode.
But they won't last long. K-13 is hailing
and
us,
then record
Captain.
another one. Don't want to finish the
I'm
prologue.
transferring command codes to you now. Use them to remotely access the computer on those disabled ships and emit an ultraviolet flash inside.
Okay.
This
Thanks,
is Captain
Scotty.
Seralt of the Ptolemy. We have engaged the enemy ship, but we are outmatched. Please restore those ships and join the fight quickly.
That did it, Captain. Looks like everyone's coming around. The parasites are gone.
This is Captain Geordi of the USS Myrmidon. What happened? What's going on? Parasites? What?
Okay, something's wrong. We're not doing any damage.
They have some kind of temporal shielding.
Temporal shielding? Never heard of it. But maybe a modulated ion burst could help.
I'll say that too. This game, the developers get really inventive with like with weaponry and stuff that makes it nice and like makes all the classes and stuff feel relevant. Like you kind of wonder why they weren't doing all this stuff in the series, but I mean they were at some point. I think a lot of these things were. Nope! Ramming speed. Oh, good. Another black hole. That's what the universe needs.
Fine work, Captain. You sent those devils back to wherever they came
Heck
from.
yeah.
Aye. We do have a wee problem, however. The burst I sent, when combined with the power source, created a feedback pulse. The feedback is creating some kind of spatial anomaly, which is beginning to pull the station in.
Uh-oh. Okay, we gotta evacuate K-13. And maybe it's gonna be used in some grand, millennia-spanning Cold
Scotty,
War
the
allegory.
portal's collapsing. We're in for a right
Wait,
bumpy
no,
ride.
that's the wrong franchise.
Everyone guns aboard. Get us clear before that portal blows.
Oh.
There she goes.
Forgot to turn off my
I don't
fan.
think anyone's ever seen a station do that.
Captain, before K-13 was pulled into the vortex, I picked up a few distress signals inside the station.
Perhaps not. After all, it was a temporal vortex. They may well survive. In another time.
Let's hope
Well
so.
then,
Let's
it's been
hope
quite
so,
a day,
Scotty.
hasn't it? Neural parasites, time-traveling raiders. Why, things will seem almost normal once I'm back on the Enterprise. Speaking of, I'm sure the ships here can give me a lift back to her now that they're parasite-free. If Starfleet Command gives you any grief on this, remind them that lives are more valuable than equipment. And you saved a lot of lives today.
Thanks, Scotty. Give my regards to Captain Kirk and the crew.
I apologize for springing all of this on you at the last minute, and I'll explain more as soon as I can. For now, I can tell you that history is unfolding as it should, and that was not the end of K-13. You're building a fine tradition of making the right decisions in crisis situations. In the meantime,
I feel
don't
like
talk
they
to
may have
anyone about
actually
the
gotten
Nakul or
the
their
guys that
time
played
travel.
Daniels to do this.
We can't risk any further corruption of the timeline.
Understood. We'll talk soon, Daniels, and I'm going to need more answers.
System scans clear, Captain. Looks like everything's getting back to normal. We can leave the system.
Cool. Let's bounce. I probably could have let her finish the sentence, but I did. Alright. Got a report to our Admiral
Let me get
here.
this straight. K-13, an entire space station, just disappeared into some type of spatial anomaly? And I thought some of Kirk's after-action reports were a little out there. Starfleet Command won't be pleased with the loss of K-13, or the people that were still on board. But they'll be happy to hear about the lives you did save. Good work out there. Keep it up.
Awesome. And we got Tamet, the medical officer. Got a photon torpedo launcher. Another warp core. Some dilithium. That's fun.
Stay safe.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Okay. And
We have a
return to
problem at
Babel.
Babel. Caridian rebels have taken several Federation trade officials hostage. They're threatening to kill them unless the UFP withdraws from the Corridan sector. I'd like you to work with the negotiation team and try to resolve this peacefully.
Alright, this seems like a good place to cut today's episode. So I'm going to cut it here, and then we'll pick up with the next episode. I've been Steel Walrus, you've been awesome. Oh, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you on the flip side. Alright, peace out.